Welcome to another podcast of the current situation at Manchester United. Manchester United will be hosted by our fearsome rivals, Manchester City. Or it's the other way around. Let me double check. I believe Manchester City will be hosting the game tomorrow. Let me check. Yeah, they will be hosting the game. So yeah, the game starts tomorrow on Sunday, October 2nd. Book it in your calendar. Also, me guys probably book it already, but this is a big game. This is one of our big matches to see how much progress we have made up until this point, starting from pre-season and even more so starting with our first win in the Premier League. Because as you guys know, our first two games in the Premier League came with a defeat. So this is not only a loss on Manchester United's part, but it's also a lesson that we can learn from. So we want to see if we have made progress ever since our first win under Erik Ten Hag up until tomorrow, basically. So we have played against Liverpool. We have won that game. We have won against Arsenal. Now we have Manchester City. We want to see if there is progress. We want to see, because this is our biggest test to date. Now, usually when you're playing games, you have this boss that is in the latter levels. Like if you're level 99 and you go play level 100, you have to come against and confront the big boss to see is some Weasley you were playing against that lead up to until like level 99, or is the real deal and you have passed those tests and say good enough to beat the boss. This is one of them games. So we have to see, because Man City has improved. They have gotten a striker. They haven't played with a strike. They haven't played with a strike for like 2 seasons consistently, I should say. And they have signed Haaland. They have signed actually Alvarez, who is another striker, but he's not a main starter as much as Haaland. And their midfield looks more. I mean, their midfield is always the midfield, isn't it? But I think it's a striking department that has basically put them over the edge of getting goals. They're more clinical. So we have to be very concerned as to who is going to be starting in our defense. Because as I usually say, the defense is the essence of getting a clean sheet. I don't care if we don't get a clean sheet tomorrow. I don't even care if we even do. I just want to see goals scored from Manchester United's end. I want goals galore in this match. This is a rival match. This is not a match that should be, well, it should be tactful, it should be chessboard like, but still, it's supposed to be entertaining and enthralling, enticing towards the fans. The fans are spending big money to come to these games. They didn't come to win. They didn't come to these games just to see a 90 minutes of boring match. Personally, if I was a fan and I had a ticket, my brother is broke right now. He's down on his luck right now. But if I had the money and if I knew the game was going to be like boring, but I had the chance to like go there and experience what it's like being at Etihad or whatever, I wouldn't go, bro. I'd rather see paint dry on a Sunday afternoon. So the fact is, this game against Man City is very crucial to our hope to see if we have really made progress or we have been backbiting, cherry picking points ever since our first win up until now. Yeah, but before I get into the preview, I just want to say something about the Manchester derby. Ever since Alex Ferguson left, Manchester City has had the upper hand. Let us be real. Let us be real about that. Ever since Alex Ferguson, even I would even say this, when Alex Ferguson was in his last season, Man City this is how great Sir Alex Ferguson was. Even when we won the league a decade ago, and it's surprised I'm saying this because time just fly by like that, like it's a kite in the sky. I didn't even know it was a decade ago since we have won the league. But when we won, even that season when we won the league, Man City was a better side on paper. Let me say that Man City's side was better on paper. They were even a better side than us. Probably they were playing better football, but because of the experience of Sir Alex Ferguson, we grabbed 3 points at Etihad Stadium in December of 2012. When it comes down to our record at the Etihad Stadium, the following season under Moyes, we lost 4-1 in a thrashing. Rooney scored a free kick, which was a consolation. The next season, I think we lost. Yes, we lost again at the Etihad Stadium, 1-0 from Aguero's goal. This is me. I remember the next season we won at the Etihad Stadium with goals from Rashford. I believe someone's, yeah, when Rashford just dismantled Demichelis, man, just leave him on his ass and send him back to Argentina. That was a very good goal. The following season, man, it shows you that my memory is just deep like an elephant's one, right? The following season, which was 2016-2017, that game was drawn where Marwan Fellaini sucker punch a player and got red card for it. The following season was where Man City was going to win they were going to win the Premier League anyway, but this was the game where winning against Manchester United in front of their own fans that they have dreamt about for like since they were in League Two, when they were using that Thomas as their sponsor, their Thomas Cook as their sponsor on them shirt. They wanted to not only win the league, but they wanted to like get the trophy against Manchester United. Who else is a better candidate to win the Premier League against, especially on your own turf? So getting 3 points against Man United, against a Jose Mourinho side that Jose Mourinho claimed to be his best achievement to date, which I believe has a degree of credibility. See, persons didn't understand what he meant by that, Person did understand what Mourinho meant by that, but that's a different discussion for another video. Manchester United lost, were not lost, but they were down 2-0 halftime, and without getting lengthy, Manchester United won the game 3-2. So we got a win at the Etihad Stadium for the first time since December 2012. Yeah, and the following season, my memory is not that deep. I always have these senior moments, so it's not that consistent when it comes down to the greatness of my memory. But what I wanted to say was that you have seen the progress of Manchester City when it comes down to playing at their own turf, when it comes down to playing against us. We don't have the best record at the Etihad Stadium. Speaking of last season, we lost at the Etihad Stadium last season 4-1, I believe. The other season, which I believe was 2021, I believe we actually won. Yes, we won on Etihad Stadium grounds. The stadium was empty. Well, it's always empty. That's the aim of the Etihad Stadium. But right now, we're going to be playing against a good side. They're in, I believe they're in second or first place. Well, Arsenal won today against Tottenham, so I'm pretty sure that Man City is in second place, although that may change tomorrow based on goal difference. But this we're at odds right here. We're at odds. We're the odds. We're the black sheep in this fixture. Erik Ten Hag with this squad has improved the squad, but again, like I mentioned, we want to see if we have made depth of progress. I'm not saying we have to be at the peak or the summit of our mountain in terms of progression, but we want to see if we can actually get one over Man City. I'm not saying that Manchester United should play Manchester City off the park tomorrow and win. If Erik Ten Hag goes and have the same approach as Arteta had with Arsenal when he went to Old Trafford and get trashed by playing out front like that, we're going to get dismantled tomorrow. We're going to get we're going to get trashed. So we have to be very tactfully, and Erik Ten Hag has to be tactfully aware, because I'm pretty sure that he loves to press. He wants to try to obsess the opposition with his pressing style. Man City press as well. So it's going to be somewhat of a chess game tomorrow in terms of pressing, in terms of style of play, in terms of how the players are going to play, the battles of possession. I don't think Erik Ten Hag would care much about possession as much as Pep Guardiola. Although Pep Guardiola would be pretty pissed if his side doesn't get at least over 50% of the ball possession tomorrow. You see me? Especially if they're playing at home. So it's not our job to try play Man City out of the park. We don't care about that. We want to shut up them City fans, them Blue City fans, with 3 points. We're not playing at home. So if we're not looking to like be a Barcelona in 2009 or 2011. We want to go there with a professional approach, play well, allow the players to, they can do their thing, but that's based on the tactful awareness of everything of who he wants to be, who wants to get full license to do what they want, Rome, who has more discipline, all of that plays into tomorrow's game. But before I get into there's a few reminders, few housekeeping notes in relation to Manchester United. So it's said here that Manchester, there's a star that will be left out of tomorrow's game. For Christ's sake, man, who could that be right now? At this moment, man, fuck. Let me just say this: Rashford won Premier League's Player of the Month, and Erik Ten Hag, I believe, he got manager. Wait, I don't even think he got manager of the month. We did, given his first two losses. I think he got Premier League manager of the month or something. But yeah, I think that was for September. I wouldn't say Rashford. Not to go on along that way. I wouldn't say Rashford was the best player. Dude, Haaland, I'm not even. Dude, I don't care about City or like that. But Haaland, hands down, deserves that play of the month. I don't say, Rashford got his goal. He's been very crucial in our attack. But to get it over Haaland and a few other players, man. But anyway. So yeah, there's this player that seems to be, I think is going to be left out. Rashford. I think Rashford will be left out, but it says here that the problem facing him, which is Rashford this weekend, is that despite all the training, Marcus Rashford may be fit enough. Anthony Martial has, man, my cursor is stuck. Anthony Martial has reportedly trained all week according to Erik Ten Hag. So Martial may start up front against Man City tomorrow. But if he's not fit, that's Martial. If Martial is not fit, options include Cristiano Ronaldo, who has no goals from open play this season, and Anthony Elanga, who has not scored a goal since February. Talk about shutting a man when he's down. He didn't have to do that, man. I feel away right now. But yeah, man. Long story short, I think I don't believe Rashford will be starting tomorrow. I don't believe Rashford will be starting tomorrow, which means that Martial may get a go ahead up front along our Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo should not be starting, man. I have to do a video on Cristiano Ronaldo, because persons are coming to the realization that this youth is not just washed up, but he's done for. He's kaput. He's tapped out. He's not world class as I wouldn't even say he's a world class player, period. But I'm gonna say that for a different video. Ronaldo should not be starting tomorrow up top for man. This is a tactful game. I'm pretty sure everything I want to keep ball in possession. Martial is good in tight spaces with the ball at his feet. He may not be the quickest player, but when it comes down to quick thinking in highly stressful situations, especially when attacking, Martial is a striker. Martial is a striker to put in a position. He can drop back and allow the wingers to bump forward, and he can link play. He can link with the midfield, which he can play as the intermediate role. Deep line playmaking as a striker. Linking the attack with the midfielders. Yeah. So he will be crucial tomorrow. But yeah, let's get into we have been into the preview. Tomorrow, man. Tomorrow is a big match. Man City against Manchester United. Bald manager versus bald manager. Who is going to come out on top? Who is going to get the bragging rights from this match? Of course, I believe Manchester United can actually get 3 points. Call me delusional, call me stupid or whatever, but I believe Manchester United can actually win against Man City tomorrow. Yeah. Um, as relates to who is going to be starting in this wholesome fixture, which is not wholesome because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a few riled up on in the game on Sunday. But David De Gea will be starting. Dallo will be starting. Lissandro Martinez along with Varane will be starting. Those two has been a rock in our defense, and long may that continue. Malacia at left back, he's been colossal ever since he's starting for Manchester United. As relates to Manchester United, when it comes on to the midfield, this is where things get interesting. Because apparently, Erik Ten Hag has a thing for the Markford midfield, or at least one of the players in the Markford midfield. Scott McTominay is more in favour with Erik Ten Hag than Fred. I don't think Fred will be starting tomorrow. I believe Scott McTominay will be starting as a defensive midfielder along with Eriksen and Bruno Fernandes. So that would be the midfield three. Who is going to be the number 10? I would say Bruno Fernandes. Eriksen will be creating from deep. He's been one of our great best midfielders ever since he signed, especially when we started to win games. And of course, the attack, I would say Anthony on the right wing, Sancho left wing, and I'm going with Anthony Martial through the middle tomorrow. So run it back. David De Gea, Dalot, Lisandro Martinez, Varane, Malacia, Scott McTominay, Eriksen with Bruno Fernandes as the number 10, Martial as the main striker, Anthony on the right wing, Sancho on the left wing. Leave your comments down below in the comment section, like and subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy the content of these videos, show your appreciation by liking this video and also leaving your comments down below. My prediction tomorrow, like I said, I don't care if we get a clean sheet or not. So I'm not expecting a clean sheet, which means that expect a goal from Manchester City tomorrow. I can see though. I'm not even jinxing it. I'm just saying it straight up. I believe City will get a goal tomorrow. And seeing that City will be getting a goal tomorrow, they're not going to be parking no bus after no scoring a goal. So expect them to be trying to get a goal, even if whether they took the lead or equalized against us, because we took the lead. They're going to be trying to get goals against us. They want to not only get goals and win, but they want to get bragging rights. So that's what they're going to try to do tomorrow, Man City. And Haaland, man. Haaland is a beast. Despite what you have been heard, Haaland is a beast. So we have to try keep him in our pockets. I mean, Lisandro Martinez has experience of keeping this 6'6" brethren in his pocket, and my man is like a foot shorter than Haaland. So we'll see how that works. Yeah, so leave your comments down below in the comment section, your prediction, and I'll show it to you guys after the match tomorrow. The thing is this one, I will not be watching the match tomorrow. I'll be watching part of the match tomorrow. I won't be watching the entirety of the match because, as some of you guys should know, I actually play football on Sunday. So I'll be watching the first probably 30 minutes of the first half. Second half, see what's up. But leave your comments down below. I'll show it to you guys tomorrow in the match reaction. I'm out.